I'm starting. You're live.
Questions, just Hi everyone, welcome to the WanderHouse Passive House here in Hintonburg in Ottawa. We're doing a Periscope tour today because we had an open house a couple of weekends ago and we didn't broadcast that tour, and we thought afterwards, well, that would have been a great time. So we didn't want anyone who's not in Ottawa to miss out. So we thought we would give another tour today on Periscope to show you where we're at with the house and talk through some of the design. It's a little bit noisy inside because we're working hard today. We've got drywall ongoing and we've got siding going up too. But we'll do our best to talk over the noise. If you have any questions, type them in. Megan's on camera today, so she'll read them out and I'll try and answer them as best I can. But we'd love to take you around the project, so let's go and have a look. So you can see that our siding is well underway. We have these two sides essentially finished now. Our siding is a mix of natural eastern white cedar wood and cement fiberboard panels on the lower part. That's the dark gray. Show you some of the details on the siding. We made a black flashing reveal for our electrical mast connection to make that look a little more intentional, to make it look designed, like there's a nice spot for it to arrive. Our hardy panels are installed using a custom bent flashing profile. So we custom designed this corner look. The intermediate seams are a little bit more straightforward. They're just a little fin that comes out to separate the panels, and that helps them have a good connection and gives some nice articulation to the site. Graham and Sebastian from Vessel Woods are doing our siding install. They're working inside today, but they're doing a phenomenal job. It's hard to appreciate on video how nice this looks in person. So shout out to them for the good work that they're doing. If you come over this way a little bit, one of the details that's in progress that we worked on, we really wanted to have the eaveless look up top. We didn't want to have a big overhang, but we still wanted to deal with rainwater using a gutter so that it's controlled where it comes down. So at the top of the wall, we have a gutter that's installed at the top edge of the siding. You can see that it doesn't stick out very far. It's actually set back into the roof a little bit. It all slopes down to the left-hand side, and at the left-hand end here, the downspout's actually hidden behind the wood siding and comes out right here at the bottom. We're getting a piece made right now to extend this out from this point, so it'll come down in front of the hardy panel and connect to a rain barrel there. But we don't have the downspout to look at, kind of a hidden downspout detail that we worked out. So the other side of the house and the front are next. We're going to move around and get that scaffolding set up this week and start working on those sides. Very excited to see it go on the front of the house. I think that'll look nice from the street when we get there. So let's go inside and see if we can avoid the noise and show you around. So let's just stop as we go in through the blue door to show you the sill plans, or the sill pans that are from Gallhofer. This is something that you can order when you order Gallhofer windows and doors. It comes from the factory, it's really nice and strong, fits seamlessly with the profiles, and sheds water really well. You can have a lot of confidence in their system. Same thing is on the windows, but the windows match the color of the windows, so you get the nice detail there. The window can shed water the way it's designed to do, and you don't have to do a lot of custom forming on site when you're doing that detail. So as you come in through the basement entrance, you can see the drywall is well underway. We've got drywall on all the ceilings and most of the walls. The basement still has a lot of open stud cavities because we're going to finish the basement later, so the drywall is not happening as quickly there. Down in the mechanical room, you see our electricity has been connected. We have power as of 2 days ago, so that's an exciting milestone. And also at the other end of the mechanical room, you can see that the ductwork for our ventilation system from Zender is all installed now. So all the ducts are run from these 2 points up through the house to all the exhaust ports registers. Here's an example of what those register boxes look like. You can see that the flex duct just connects right into it nicely, and it's a very clean system, very easy to work with. We were able to do that install ourselves. The actual HRV and heat exchanger will be coming in the next couple of weeks. The ones that are in the boxes there we're exchanging for the reverse-handed system so that it can hang nicely on the wall. Nathan from Ackland is here today. He's our plumber. He's going to be connecting all of these pipes down here so that they look just as nice and tidy as the upstairs plumbing does. And it's going to be the engine room of the house, so we're excited how it's looking. So we'll head upstairs. So here we are in the main entrance of the house. I'll just open the door for a little bit more light. So it's starting to take shape nicely up here. You can see all of the flex duct work for the HRV system running through the wall cavities. Fits nicely in a 2x4 wall. We did have to use a 3-inch hole saw to cut it out if everywhere went through 2x4. So something to know if you're installing the system in the future is that 2x4 walls don't have much wood left in them after you've run this duct through them. So if you're ever going horizontally through a wall, 2x6 might work better. Something to know for next time. Our electrical is all roughed in at this point too. We've done some electrical rough-in for data. We have some Cat6 cable just going up to the office upstairs and to the TV so we can run an Apple TV off this. But we haven't really gone crazy with wiring this house. We did run speaker wire to the kitchen, and that's about it. The rest of our kind of high-tech devices all work wirelessly these days, so that keeps it a little bit easier at the framing stage to work with. We have the holes cut for the pot lights in the ceiling. We have our powder room roughed in right here. There'll be a pocket door that goes here, and then the laundry closet up on the step on this side. So over this way, welcome to the main living space in the house. So I'm standing in the living room right now with our big lift and slide front door that will open up to a front deck, which is yet to be built. Where the scaffolding is set up right now is the dining room. So that's right where the dining room table will go. And at the back of the house, in front of that horizontal horizon window, is the kitchen. And we'll have a kitchen island running down the middle of that space to kind of showcase the length of that window and do some fun things. One of the things in the kitchen that we're able to do, because of how thick our walls are with insulation, is actually use the sill to install some extra countertop. So in this space, the island will be down the middle of the space, but behind you, on this windowsill, we're going to install countertop so that you can actually work at this window and kind of look out at the neighborhood and use the depth of the wall for something interesting, for something creative. Some of the pot lights are cut in the ceiling. Our fridge is already on site, which is a little bit early, but that's okay. We're working around it. For anyone who hasn't followed the tour with us before, the green tape that you're seeing on these walls is our air barrier, combined with the OSB it's attached to. All of our framing and insulation is outside of that, so our air barrier and our structure, which is just behind it, are on the warm side of our wall and protected. We did a blower door test last Friday, and without the drywall started, we hit 0.47 air changes per hour. To put that into context, a standard new build home to code these days is between 4 and 7 air changes per hour, and an Energy Star home is only required to be 2.5 air changes per hour, 2 air changes per hour. So at 0.47, we're significantly tighter than that. It's going to make the house really comfortable, really easy to manage our fresh air supply in the house. On some of the ceilings that are still open, you can see we've installed resilient channel, or sound bar as some people know it. And you can also see that we've stuffed the floor cavities with Roxol. And that's done for sound, not for insulation. Because a passive house is so well insulated from the outside world, the noise that you make inside the house is perceived to be louder than what you're used to. So we decided to insulate the floors between the bedrooms and the living areas so that we can deaden some of that sound. It's a tricky thing to do, to fit Roxel in and around all of the electrical and ductwork that's up in the ceiling, so it's a bit of an imperfect barrier, but hopefully it'll help to a certain extent. So let's go up to the next level.